And closer to home on this Friday, we're dealing with a bit of an uptick in the temperature.
Yeah, we'll take it while it lasts.
Because it is short-lived. We have more Arctic air on the way. That's been sort of the big story here, right? It's been a cold this January. And especially it has felt cold. And we've actually kept our snow around. The last few winters, every time it snows, it was just...
That's true.
It melted the next day.
Gone.
Yeah.
That has not been the case here. And guess
Kids
what?
are happy with that, yeah.
Right, good for sledding. Get ready for more Arctic air late next week, though. Here's our feels like trend through the next 5 days. Look at that dip on Wednesday. That's when Arctic air will begin to build back into Connecticut. The coldest expected Thursday and Friday next week, prompting our next 2 first alert weather days. The return of Arctic air in tandem with a gusty wind. It could be a bit windy Thursday, more like breezy on Friday, but dangerous wind chill values certainly back in play later next week. And we'll continue to refine this as we get a little bit closer in time. Otherwise, we're milder by Sunday, staying mainly dry. Could see a couple of flurries Sunday and maybe some showers in the middle of the week. Arctic air then returning thereafter. Currently, our setup showing a decaying cold front here across the south. We have high pressure over the Mississippi Valley, the southern Mississippi Valley, and we have an area of low pressure here across Minnesota. And it's this front that will cross on Sunday and bring our next chance at some flurries. We're also keeping a close eye on some of these lake-enhanced snow showers here moving through New York State into extreme northwestern Connecticut. Perhaps a flurry in Lakeville, Sharon, Salisbury, North Canaan, but otherwise we're expecting dry weather across Connecticut. Temperatures for us around 30 degrees right now, colder as you head north and west. Our iCam view in Mystic earlier was showing clear skies, and that's what we still see right now too. We'll soon see the stars in southeastern Connecticut. Our iCam view overlooking Bradley here. Plenty of snow on the ground, winds out of the northwest at 8 miles an hour right now. And in the distance, we see a little bit of cloud cover. What we're expecting the rest of the night is these winds to start to calm. Sustained speeds 5 to 8 miles an hour across the state, make it feel just a little bit colder than it actually is, so feeling more like the teens and 20s. You'll need to bundle up if you plan to spend time outdoors this evening. And we're expecting temperatures to again drop down into the single digits inland, 10 to 15 along the shoreline. And that's all thanks to the snowpack on the ground. So another unseasonably cold night for us. But this is going to be followed up by some great weather this weekend. While tomorrow will not be particularly warm, it will be bright. Great weather for hitting the slopes. Temps back in the mid and upper 20s across the high elevations, 30 to 35 elsewhere. Staying dry. First Alert Futurecast showing a little bit more in the way of cloud cover by Sunday. And Sunday, late morning into the early afternoon as that front crosses, we will see a few flurries work their way through, but we're not really expecting much of an impact there. Wind gusts pick up on Sunday, though. Gusts 20, 25 miles an hour, even close to 30 at times, and that will make it feel a bit colder despite the rising temperatures to wrap up the weekend. Beyond that, we keep our eyes on Wednesday. Some flurries possible late Tuesday, but again, we're not really expecting much of an impact, especially with high temperatures Tuesday back in the 40s. But Wednesday, rain and snow showers will be possible as a clipper system approaches. The Arctic air returns thereafter. We're talking highs mid-20s on Thursday with the wind feeling more like the teens or single digits. Perhaps at times the wind chill could even be sub-zero late next week. On Wednesday, here's our model comparison, the American and European models showing the storm system nearby. A lot of differences in the timing of this, but also the precip type. So what we're expecting right now is the chance at a mix of rain and snow showers isolated to scattered in nature. Overall, looking like a pretty low impact event. Mark Aaron, the big story is certainly what arrives behind that in the form of Arctic air. Temperatures in the 20s, breezy, windy, going to feel brutal again late next week.
All right, Mike, thank you very much. Another